Serenity Funeral Home. We are a family-owned and operated funeral home where we offer complete personalized funeral services, leading our community in funeral and cremation services. Make an appointment for your pre-need and at-need arrangements by calling us at 702-647-0123. Once again, that number is 702-647-0123. Serenity Funeral Home, caring for your loved ones as if they're our own.
Chico Sticks, Pickles, Jolly Ranchers, Mary Jane's, Pop Rocks, Lemon Heads. Should I go on? Bitter Honey, Freeze Cups, Candy Cigarettes. Listen, how about you make your way down to the modern-day Candy Lady and see all of this and more? Satisfy that sweet tooth Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Sight and Sound Candy and more. Follow us on IG at Sight and Sound Candy and on Facebook at Sight and Sound Candy. We are located at 1000 North Martin Luther King on the corner of Washington and MLK. Give us a call, 702-648-4444. Again, that number, 702-648-4444. Thank you.
Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Yo, you tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Welcome to Let the Ball Bounce, Sports Talk Radio, man. It's your guy, Dre Bailey. It's been a second, man. Every Saturday, 2 p.m. Pacific Coast time, we're here to give you guys the best of sports talk radio. This is what we do, man. We give you guys the best. Please download the Gorilla Cross app on your phone and follow the Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio show. That is Gorilla Cross. Go right into your Play Store, whether you have an Android or an iPhone. I heard Android and iPhone users are still beefing, kind of like the unvaxxed and vaxxed of the whole COVID-19 thing. Can we all just get along? Seriously. Doesn't matter what type of phone you have. I mean, my 97-year-old granddad, he still has a flip phone. And you think I'm going to go over there and roast him because of the phone that he has? No. It still does the same functions that most phones do. I mean, some of you guys out there are still rocking the Obama phone. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I wrong or am I right? Let the ball bounce, Sports Talk Radio, man. We love you. We appreciate you. I have been absent for a while, but I am back for a little bit. Appreciate everybody chiming into the show. Big ups to Goose, who is traveling. I think he said he's in Nashville for a conference or something like that. And we should have Bill Blockham Logan pulling up momentarily here to the show. But look, man, please share us to a sports fan or someone who absolutely loves life, because we love life here, man. Please share us to everyone, any group. Go into any group and just post us into any group, man. I appreciate it, man. If you know somebody who doesn't like you and they still follow you, send a link right over to them. They'll appreciate you for it. I promise you, man. Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio, man, on IG. Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio at lettheballbounce@gmail.com, man. If you want to be a sponsor of the show, like Sight and Sound Candy and more, and Serenity Funeral Home, located at 1140 Almond Tree Lane, Cross Street, Sahara, and Maryland Parkway. We appreciate you, man. We love you. Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio, LTBB on Twitter, and that's with 1T. Look, man, we got a couple of sports. I guess nobody told you today you're special. Is that too soon? Am I too soon? With the whole Lizzo, pretty much making her dancers walk from one part of New York to the other part of New York for a single slice of cheesecake. I didn't see it being an issue when Diddy did it. Lizzo is getting a couple of, I know it's not sports, but, I'm talking about life and things that's going on in the news. But Lizzo is in the news right now, man, for being pretty much Precious Mama from the movie Precious. She's been a little hard. She's been a little hard on her staff, allegedly. All right.
And how does that make sense, bro?
Allegedly. You know, there's a lot of accusations going out there. There's probably some accusations against me, allegedly. But are we going to believe it, or are we going to kind of...
I believe it.
Do you? Does she look like she could just bully somebody? I know she could bully a plate, but I don't know about a
Maybe
human.
she's mad that all her other dancers are bullying plates too.
I
She
don't
wants
know.
to be the only plate bully.
I don't know. We've come too far to be FAT shaming. But when the FAT is shaming her own dancers, what are we to do?
What are we to do?
How are we going to handle these type of things that are going on in our world, man? Seriously. We love you. I guess nobody told you today you're special. That seems to be my theme song for the week. Thanks, Lizzo. And they got that song in heavy rotation, too. It seems like the radio stations are really riding with Lizzo right now. Come on, man. Just when you think you heard it all, you haven't. We got NFL preseason that started. NBA, camp, and people are out training. New rookies, old NBA players out there, still doing their thing. Got a little boxing news for you. Just a little bit.
Are you a preseason fan?
Of football?
I can watch preseason basketball. Preseason football, it's too much of a tease, and I just wait till the real season starts.
Well, I am, because I still know people and have friends that have kids that are actually trying to make the team.
When it's like that, when you're looking at that,
Right. So big ups to Adam Plant Jr. out there trying to make that Las Vegas Raiders squad.
I'm going to that game next week against the Niners out here.
Oh, that'll be dope.
That's my first. I've never been to Allegiant.
No, Allegiant Stadium. I've been once. Allegiant Stadium is a really well-designed stadium. No matter where you're sitting, whether you're in the nosebleeds or not, it is a pretty awesome seat. And so
Got
it is.
Goose on the line too.
Oh, okay. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love it. I'm not a Raiders fan, and just because they are the team here in Las Vegas, doesn't mean that you're going to see Dre Day going out getting all kind of Raiders apparel. That's just not the case. All right? I am a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and I am proud of it. Period. PERIOD for all of you people out there who can't quite read lips. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So we are becoming, Las Vegas is becoming a sports town. We love it. But go out and support the Raiders. And big ups to, like I said, Adam Plant Jr., who are trying to make that Raiders team. I have no doubt, man. He has the heart, the determination, and he has the backing with his family, man. So that's all that most of these kids need, is just an opportunity to prove themselves, right? Big ups to all of you high school volleyball girls who are having tryouts throughout the city. And so my entire team, my entire volleyball team, with the exception of 2 girls, are all trying out today to make their high school team.
Oh.
And I have no doubt that they can actually do it because of our intense practices, their coaches' intense, and we play some really good volleyball games. So, I did get a couple of good news. My daughter, and I'm waiting on some more of my teammates or my team to give me a text, but my daughter and her best friend, Asia Allen, Spody's daughter, if y'all know who Spody is, they made the varsity team today as freshmen. So if your girls want to, make make the varsity team? Because last year, my girls that actually left my squad and went into high school, all of them made the varsity team also. So you may want to send them over to the Kahunas and let Coach Dre mess with them a little bit. I told my daughter she did something I didn't do. I didn't make varsity as freshman. They just put me on the freshman team so me and Brian Grimble can score almost 40 points on every team we played against. True story. That is a true story, man. But, we have a lot of people out there who love to give us their, what is it called, Bill Logan? Their history of how they used to be in sports. They can't wait to go on the page and just brag about the person that they used to be.
And it's history for a reason.
What'd you say? It's what?
And it's history for a reason.
It's his story.
Yeah.
Because I see a lot of people that I've actually played against, they go on the page and some of their stories are elaborate. I'm like, wow, you did that? Where the hell was I? Because I was around. And that's okay, I guess, to embellish a little bit. Is that okay?
No.
It's not okay to
because
embellish.
People were there. They look. It's not good to embellish, especially when people were there.
Yeah.
That can really tell the story.
Yeah. But that's the reason why they tell it, because it's his story. So it's okay for him to tell his story. Rest in heaven, Jan Brooks, man. We had Jan Brooks memorial service over at Serenity Funeral Home today, man. And I mean, when Jan Brooks, all of his athlete friends, foe or not, whether you went to Clark or not, they all came and showing their support for Jan, man. He was a outstanding football player, a great basketball player, just an overall great athlete, one of the best athletes to come out of Vegas. Am I right, Bill, or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And so
he was under me,
yeah.
But I used to watch his games, and we played in some basketball leagues together. I think he played flag football a couple of times, not on the same team. But, Jan was a hell of an athlete.
Yeah.
Running back, guard, and he was hard and intense.
Yeah. That's what they talked about.
Yes.
I mean, isn't the game supposed to be like that? Give 100% and give 100% focus?
Some people are just a guy. He was the guy.
And it's okay to be a guy.
It's okay to be a guy.
Because ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
But don't embellish like you was that guy. We know who that guy is, and we know who, if in the paper you weren't the headliner.
Bro, I had an argument like that one time. Did I tell you about that? I was running track. And
oh, yeah, you told me.
Yeah, I ain't going to say no names, but, one of my fellow track teammates was basically on the sideline bragging about how he had the fastest time in the 400 and the 200. And I happened to walk by and hear it. And I said, well, that's not what the paper said. So you can say all you want, but that RJ had young Dre. Let me stop. Sometimes I hear things, and sometimes I let you live. It's okay to let people live sometimes.
Let them live. But we know the story.
It is what it is, man. This Las Vegas has seen a lot of great athletes come and go. Ron Riley was there. I saw him. Chandlo was in the building.
I mean, that was a great post a couple of weeks ago that you put on, and Kane, Eddie Shelby put on.
Yeah.
About, who were some of the best, 2-3 sport athletes to ever come out of Vegas.
Right.
And there were a lot. There were a lot from, my time all the way up
I
until
didn't know they had football back then.
all the way up until like the mid 2000, early 2000s.
Right.
That's when a lot of people just start focusing on one sport.
Yeah.
But back in my day, man, we just wanted to complete and play.
Yeah.
I played baseball, I ran track, and I played football. Wouldn't change a thing.
I did it because all my friends did it.
Yeah.
All my friends played football, so I played. All my friends were going out for the track team, so I did the same. All of them definitely played basketball, so I did that. So, basketball, football, and track all through high school, man, was my thing, and I'm glad for it, man. It kept me out of trouble. It kept me out of a lot of the things that a lot of these kids get into. Tragically, just recently, I want to say about a week ago, there was a car stolen by some kids, some junior high school kids got into an accident Thursday night, and it looks like all 5 of them may not make it.
My boy
Right.
coached one of them.
I think 3 of them died,
Yeah.
and 2 of them may not make it this come up weekend, man. We hope that they do, but it's just tragic. Parents, please grab a hold of your kids. We see it time and time again, and honestly, I'm getting tired of talking about it. Right? It's a little sickening to know that we have junior high school kids still thinking it's cool to steal cars, losing control of these cars, and losing their lives. That's 3 L's, and these parents are not prepared. I was just reached out today by the mother of a 13-year-old of one of those young men, and it's tragic. So we have to do, I think we have to do we have to do better as a community to really wrap our hands around the young youth. I understand it's hard for maybe.
Starts at home.
Yeah,
brother.
it does start at home, but sometimes people's home life is destitute, man. It's bad. I've coming up, I've been at friends' houses like, how you stay here, bruh? Like, it's bad. Like, you got gangbangers crapping in the kitchen, mom in the living room cussing everybody out, people upstairs with the door closed. We couldn't have our room doors closed, man. What is going on? And sometimes the household, man, is not structured right. Sometimes it's bad, man. It's bad. And a lot of times you get kids who are being raised by their grandparents. Grandparents are in the 80s, 90s. They don't have the strength and the mental to kind of put the foot down the way that they can. And I think that's when, us as a community, we need to really start, reaching out.
But see, that's the problem. When you go to the community, you have a lot of these kids don't respect the community. So you can't tell them anything. It takes a special kid who wants to get some right wisdom from others to really adhere to right and wrong. Learning how to get respect. Give respect. I witnessed it a few years ago when I joined the organization to help kids out. And I'm talking about, man, you had a lot of parents who didn't want, the organization to help these kids out. They really didn't want our help.
Wow. The parents didn't want the help.
And there was a lot of single mothers.
That's tragic.
I'm doing okay.
You're not.
With my child.
It takes a village.
You back off. The ones who did, those kids today are, kids that's on the right path.
Right.
You can talk to them, you can tell them, they listen, and they don't get in trouble. But a lot of these kids, man, I'm telling you, the parents want to be their friend. The parents don't want the community to help them.
Right. And there are a lot of programs in the community that is designed to help these kids. But it, like you said, Bill, it is up to the parents to be able to go out there and support your kids by allowing the support from the community. Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. This is what we do. We give you guys the best of Sports Talk Radio. I believe we have on the line Mr. Goose Thomas, all the way from Nashville. You there, Goose? Goose? If not, give us a call back, G. We got you. I heard Nashville popping, by the way. But, yeah, man, grab a hold of these kids, man, and show them some support. And you parents out there, it's time to set your pride aside and allow people in the community to help you in your time of need. You may think that everything is okay. You may think that you have a handle on the relationship with your kids, but little do you know, their friends and outside influences can be really, really detrimental to your kids' well-being. It's really easy to get caught up with.
You were raised in a single mom household.
Yep.
I was raised in a single father household, but my aunt was instrumental in being the mother figure.
Right.
So, and they were old school. It was. I tell you one time, that's it.
That's it.
I don't tell you twice.
Nah.
Those are the values that need to come back, man.
Yeah, but it's
and if you don't bring those values back, if you don't bring that tough, because that was tough love. That was tough love.
But now they call it toxic.
Oh, okay.
They said it's toxic.
Yeah. I guess my dad would be toxic today, but he wouldn't care.
Yeah. Well, look at you now.
He wouldn't care.
Successful, got kids, great father, still holding it down, and, I guess that tough love, is thrown out of the window. Goose Thomas, you there?
What's good? What's good, y'all? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you, man. Have you been listening to a little bit about what we've been talking about, man, with these kids?
I've been listening to all of it, man.
Yeah.
And it's something that we've been preaching for the better part of 12 years since we've been on air.
Literally.
And frankly, man, it's a broken record type of feeling that I have, but I'll never stop saying it.
Right.
I just want it.
Yeah. How are you enjoying Nashville, man? I heard Nashville is like popping.
It's a dope city, man.
But that's what I keep hearing.
I've been coming back and forth to Nashville for probably a decade. Still kind of segregated as far as like the living.
Interesting.
But everybody hangs out together, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Super dope city, man. I'll be at a UFC fight night event tonight.
Okay.
Should be pretty dope.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Absolutely.
How's the weather out there? Is it hot? Because it's hot across the nation.
Little rainy.
Okay.
It just stopped not too long ago. Of course, that humidity. We in the mid-South, so
yeah,
that humidity is always going to be there.
Yeah, I love that humidity though. That's just me though. We have preseason football, man, and I saw Cleveland play the other night, and before they played, DeMarcus Ware decided to put his name in the hat to sing the national anthem. Did you see it?
Yeah, I heard that crock up. Never mind. I was about to say something, but
let me tell you something, man.
Yeah, was terrible.
You should not allow everybody to sing the national anthem. You just really shouldn't. And whoever booked Carl Lewis to sing his definitely should be looking for another job still. But DeMarcus Ware, man, I guess he didn't do terrible, but nah, man, that wasn't it.
It wasn't Roseanne Barr status, but it was pretty damn close.
Dry.
Yeah, it was very, very, very dry.
Look,
like you said, Bill, very, very dry.
Why are we so critical, man, when it comes to the national anthem? Why are we so critical?
I guess just the origin of it. I mean, we got to be mindful of that time when black folks really couldn't do nothing. I mean, we can't do a whole lot right now today, but I mean, we really couldn't do nothing then. And if people really want to do their homework and delve into it, that song is not about anybody that looks like you or I.
No, I think I like Jill Scott's version better.
I love it.
Yeah, I don't know, Quan. You can find that Jill Scott version of that one, but
I like
that's
Jill
the one.
Scott's everything version.
Yeah, that's. What about Lizzo? You like Lizzo's?
Stop it. It got to stop somewhere. It has to stop somewhere.
Oh man, I talked about Lizzo earlier today, man. Said she's in hot water. She's in hot water, man. So hopefully she can.
Apparently, is like any other Hollywood star that we hear about. We hear about that often about Hollywood stars,
right?
Athletes and stuff like that.
Man, well, I'm gonna tell you this. She's definitely in hot water, and you know, hopefully she can get her way out of that. Just a real recap, real quick on the Spence and Crawford recap.
Wow.
Just an overall domination.
It truly was. And if anybody heard me going into that fight, from the day it was made, I thought Crawford was head and shoulders above Errol Spence. Now, I didn't think it would happen in that fashion. I did not predict that. I didn't. But I figured Crawford, from a skill level perspective, was just head and shoulders over Errol Spence.
I didn't think he was going to do him like Martin, bro.
Like that,
no, I didn't think he was going to do him like Tommy did Martin, bro. It was pretty bad.
For real. I didn't think. Yeah.
I didn't see the fight. I actually missed it. And some of the highlights I saw, I was like, yeah, that's probably a fight I wouldn't have actually sat all the way through, because you know how squeamish I am. And that boy head just looked like a look at that. Yikes.
Yeah. In the second round, when he came out, oh no, it was the end of the third round, I believe it was. Errol Spence's face was already dotted up. And I'm thinking to myself, Crawford is holding him up for the fans' sake at this point. I really thought that came fifth or sixth round, when the combinations just got a bit too easy for Crawford. He was hitting them at will, and when he knocked them down with the jab, I knew it was over at that point.
I was just waiting.
It was just a matter of time.
I was just waiting for the corner to just throw in the towel. Throw in the towel.
Yeah. Well, when you talk so much leading up to the fight, you can't do that.
Yeah.
And they held him up as long as they could, but it was just the skill level. Like when we talk about fighters like, you know, Pernell Whitaker and Floyd Mayweather and dudes like that just have superior skill over dudes, and we wonder why their fights were so easy against world-class guys. Well, this is another example of that. You're talking about two top 5 pound-for-pound guys, and Errol Spence looked like he didn't belong in the top pound-for-pound 100, let alone the 5.
Yikes.
Because Bud Crawford made it look that easy.
Well,
against a world-class guy.
Hopefully, Spence doesn't have any lasting, long effects of this fight, because, you know, I've seen people just not recover from getting hit so much.
You know what I witnessed? You know what I thought I witnessed as I was looking at Jim Gray interview him before the fight. I was like, he looks slow. He's talking slow. He looks out of sorts. He don't look really. He said he was relaxed. You've heard many people said he was high. You know, my theory, my thing on all of that is prove it. But he didn't look. He didn't look right. So when he got to the fight, I was like, dude, he's moving slow. He looks his equilibrium look off when he gets hit. I said, something ain't right about him. And I've seen him fight plenty times before.
Right.
And it's like, something didn't look quite right.
Interesting.
And, I mean, from the domination standpoint, like you say, Goose, dude, no wonder why he got dominated because, man, he was off. He said he was off. He said that. He admitted it, too. You know, that's why he wants to do a comeback.
No, bro.
Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see number 2 of that. I thought even prior to that he was already punch drunk. That was a thought I already had.
Yikes.
Way before this fight. Even before the accident. I thought he was punch drunk. And I believe this sent him all the way into punch drunkenness, if that's a word.
Well, you won't be seeing me put my hat in for any boxing matches anytime soon. I don't care how tough I think I am.
Look,
I will not step foot. I will not step foot in the ring to try to
you're
prove.
not stepping foot in that square circle.
That's not
I tell
happening.
people this all the time, right? We've gotten into street fights, right?
All
Like,
day.
everybody's fought on the street. It is totally different when you strap that cowhide around your hands and go blow for blow.
For sure.
It is totally different.
And
I've sparred
and
6 rounds in my life and felt like I got in a car crash after I was done.
And why does Clarissa Shields think she wants to fight
Keith Lord.
Thurman?
Brother.
Lady.
Look, I'm still not believing that that's real.
Lady.
She's dead serious.
Lady.
Clarissa Shields wants to fight a grown man because she thinks that she can beat him.
Lady.
Please
Not
don't.
a grown man, a former world champion.
Yeah.
Lady.
He's not just a grown man. It's for grown men that's right here on this show.
Lady.
Keith One-Time Thurman is a former strap holder.
Lady.
Lady, have a seat.
I'm going to give her
And I love Clarissa Shields. I really do.
I'm going to give her the lady that Kenny Rogers did. Lady, sit down.
Come on now. This can't be a conversation, bro.
I don't think they should allow it to happen.
I don't want to have to come to your house and ring your doorbell. Ling long, ling long. Ling long, ling long.
Look, old lady.
Brother,
Come on, man.
Clarissa.
The answer is no.
Clarissa, you are one of the best women's fighters to ever do it. But when you talk
No
about
question.
getting to the ring with a man,
A former world
things
champion.
will change in a hurry.
Quickly.
Triple.
She will be the Errol Spence.
Do you think they'll let that fight happen?
No.
It could be worse than that.
Quan, I'm going to tell you like this. They should let it happen.
They should.
But the world we're living in, it might.
To teach
A lesson.
a lesson to the
who?
capers.
That's tragic.
No.
Dun, 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 dun.
To teach a lesson to the capers
Dun, 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 dun.
and the equality mongers.
Dun, 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 dun.
Because you know you'll actually finally see the feminists
Yes. Yes.
because they haven't come out in place or in defense of women, you know, with all of these transgenders taking over women's sports. They haven't come out in defense of them. Oh, but let this happen, they will.
That's tragic.
I want them to let it happen. I do. I want them to let it happen.
I just don't think it should happen.
I don't either,
It
man.
would be.
Somebody might die.
And I mean, I don't think he would be. I don't think he would
That's it
try
right
to
there,
hit her
Juan.
too hard.
He
but
said he was only going to use jabs, and she was insulted by that. Oh no, don't use jabs. Come at me. Okay.
But what about a body shot?
All right.
That man would hurt
Dre.
them ovaries. You know what? I
Dre.
can't.
Come on, man.
Hit her boobs.
I can't. It's tragic. Please don't let this happen, boxing world. Please don't.
But we would all watch it, right?
I would. I would watch. So, that's just me, though. Who's performing well in these NFL camps so far?
Oh, wow.
Many people are performing
tons of
well.
folks.
You know,
Tons of folks, bro.
the
ones that
healthy,
stay healthy.
the healthy are performing well,
Boy, that injury bug is out, though.
but the injury bug, man,
Oh, it's yeah.
day one injury
yeah.
bug was on the loose.
Not non-contact. Non-contact.
Day one.
I mean, Joe Burrow
Oh,
flushes out of the pocket with zero pressure
zero
and comes
pressure.
up late. I don't understand.
To me, I just wonder with these high-profile athletes, when you're in the off season, do you just not do anything until the camps come, or do you?
But I'm
should
tell
work out at least
I'ma
3-4 times a
I'm
week.
gonna tell you the reasoning why a lot of them don't go too hard. I don't know if you remember, like 3 seasons ago, an offensive lineman from the Denver Broncos. I can't remember his name, but before the season, he was over there. He was out there working out before the season to get ready for camp. He tore his ACL in his own workout. He was due $10 million on his contract.
Yikes!
They released him and didn't give him his money because they deemed it as an unauthorized workout. Mm-hmm. So some of them are doing some stuff to just really, keep them in some sort of shape, but they're not really going real hard. You do have the quarterbacks and receivers working out, trying to get some chemistry, running routes, stuff like that. But that could be part of the problem too.
Well,
You ain't seeing no Jerry Rice stuff running up through the hills of Northern California.
you ain't seeing that.
You ain't seeing Walter Payton running the hills in his ruse. You're not seeing that.
Nobody's doing that.
No. You see some, low level stuff that's not too detrimental to their health and their bodies. Then you go to camp.
Mm-hmm.
Then you start running.
And that sucks that you have to say that.
Yeah.
Low level that's not detrimental to their bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
It's a regular workout.
That's what I'm saying.
How can what? Come on, man.
So Goose, when you go
crazy, but
so-
you're right though.
when you go to camp and you start doing these, rollouts, probably 3/4 speed. Now you're not even going. He wasn't even going full speed, 3/4, maybe even half speed.
Right.
All of a sudden he pull up.
Yeah. God,
Luckily that wasn't a real
Yeah.
live scrimmage where he was running for his life. He probably would have tore a damn ACL,
Sure.
or Achilles, or Achilles.
A Chili's.
Chili.
What player should be pulling up right now during camp? And that's every running back. They need to be pulling up right now.
Yeah.
Because it seems like the love.
I think universal.
Yeah.
Every player should.
Yeah.
That's how you're gonna get change.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The change that Kaepernick was looking, because when he kneeled,
Sure.
it was only a couple who did.
Sure.
When I felt that 90% of the league should have did it.
Sure.
Don't leave that man hanging out like that.
Goose belongs to one of the
Don't have to be
strongest.
nothing.
Goose belongs to one of the strongest unions in the nation.
Yep.
No police officer would leave their police brethren hanging on something like that. They wouldn't. Firefighters. You know. Well, you know,
By and large, you're correct. By
I
and
understand.
large, you're right.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
You know, but if you watch that, documentary on Netflix called 137 Shots,
Yeah.
that was a proof that those police was going to stand with their police brethren.
Even though
We
he was
plead the
dead
fifth.
wrong.
How do you plead? You were there. I plead the fifth.
I plead the
All
1,
of
2,
them.
3, 4, fifth.
Yeah, all of them pled the fifth, and they were there, and they saw what happened.
Wild stuff, man.
Yeah. But that's how you're gonna get change in NFL. If they all stand with their RB brethren, like they said, we stand with them. Well, you know. That's the words.
Talking
Words are
about it in a
good.
text message thread is not going to.
Nah,
solve the
bro.
problem.
Yeah.
I really believe that the running backs is the running back position. Can the NFL do without that position? now?
No.
It seems like
No.
it because
No.
they don't want to pay them nothing.
No.
No, they can't.
What was it? Was
They can't.
Todd Gurley's contract one of the biggest and the last of the
No.
running back?
I
No.
believe like that. Because what did he get? What did he get? 60 million?
Bro, they not giving them close to that now.
No, they ain't getting 60 million. Well, Zeke got 50. I mean, that's about as close as you'll get.
So Saquon can't get his money?
He can get 11 million.
I find it utterly ridiculous, bro.
He can get 11 million. They already just put it out there. We'll give you 11 million.
What's the franchise
Oh.
tag amount?
10.
Come on, bro. One more than the franchise tag?
10-1. 10-1.
It's tragic. It's tragic.
Yep. And you can't
10-1.
do without the
Yeah.
position.
You
It's
can't.
proven every December and January. Like, that conversation should be dead by now.
Shoot, it's proven the whole
Every
season.
December and January, it's proven that you can't go without the spot.
Because
I dare ownership to try this. Go out there with 10 people. Go do it. Go right ahead. See what your outcome is.
Ooh-wee.
Since the
Go
position
out there
doesn't
with
mean
just a
anything,
guy.
That means you don't need 11 people out there.
But here's the thing: go out there with just a guy. Go out there with the
or just
third
a guy,
stringer.
yeah.
Go out there with the third stringer to Jacobs and see what you get.
Mhm.
Go out there with the third stringer to Nick Chubb and see what you get.
Boy.
Not the same output.
No.
So this running back by committee thing sounds good, but you know that Josh Jacobs and Saquon Barkley are very, 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 very valuable to their team.
Yep. Davin Cook.
Yeah.
Delvin Cook.
Delvin
yes.
Cook.
Yes.
Alvin Cook, same thing.
And Goose, here's a
He's rushed for
question.
1,004 out of the last five seasons.
Come on, bro.
And Goose and Dre, here's the thing, and Quan, here's the thing that I said. What'll stop management from doing this to the next position?
Right receivers.
They can do it. They can do it to receivers next, defensive backs,
Yikes.
on and on and on.
That wide receiver franchise tag is insane, though. It's crazy.
Come on, man.
You got number 2 wideouts that are making, in some cases, twice as much as number 1 running backs in the league. And just comparing them as football players, they're not even in the same stratosphere.
It's tragic.
But they're making more money. Doesn't make sense.
Don't get me wrong, a 100 catch guy is a valuable dude, but
Oh, no doubt.
so is a dude that totes the ball damn near 400 times,
Absolutely.
or touches the ball 400 times, both
But
running
a dude
and
that
receiving.
catch 50 for 500 and 2 touchdowns, making $19 million.
Yeah.
It's just sad that you could be a number one running back for an NFL team and on your off time be working at Costco.
That's tough.
Tough.
And I tell people, I said I know Zeke didn't have a real stellar year last year as far as rushing the rock, but he did have 13 to 12 touchdowns.
And he may not even make a team right
And he
now.
might not even make a team.
Might not even make a squad.
Wow.
He rushed for 800 and I think 50 something yards. Had 12 led the team in touchdowns, rushing touchdowns.
And I understand Tony Pollard's situation coming off the injury and him taking the tag. I get it. But you got the running back that you mentioned, Bill, and that we've been talking about for weeks now, since the situation, came to a head. I'll never understand it. We talk about this year in and year out, just how important the position is, and it seems to get downplayed year in and year out until it's time to win.
Yep. I'm very disappointed in the NFL, and Bill and I had this discussion last night. I'm very disappointed in the NFL for not getting together and making these contracts guaranteed. Out of all of the major sports, the least you can do is guarantee these players money. They're going out, what Goose said, for over a decade now, every game basically playing in it's like a mini car crash every time they get hit. And you mean to tell me that my money isn't guaranteed?
Yeah.
In a career that averages 4 years, if that's the case, in that 4 years, you should get all of that money because your career could be over
Literally.
in a snap of a finger.
Yeah.
But you have to blame the players for that too, for signing a 10-year, contract with unguaranteed contracts.
Come on, man.
That's the first thing y'all should have fought for.
The franchise tag, though, and I'm not 100% sure of this. I'm not sure the players themselves had anything to do with the setting of the numbers for the franchise tag. Because if you remember, the running back number was a little bit higher than it is right now, say 3 years ago. It was at like 12 million, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
I'm not sure if the players themselves had anything to do with the number fluctuation for the franchise tag. Because we know they didn't have anything to do with the franchise tag originally coming into play.
Right.
Which was, 93, 94?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have anything to do with that originally. The owners met amongst themselves and came up with the franchise tag.
Well, your running back right now is the highest paid running back in the league right now. It doesn't look like nobody outside of him, McCaffrey, is going to get any of that type of money. It seems like those days are over. I mean, if anybody should get some money like that, it should be Saquon Barkley, though, man. Come on.
Yeah, I think Saquon at worst should be a $14 million a year guy.
Yep.
At worst. He's the best player on the football team.
He better than their quarterback.
Any position. He's the best player on the football team.
Yep.
Non-debatable.
Well, they paying Danny Dimes all them chips.
Boy, I told y'all when he was at Duke. Man, come on, dog.
Danny Dimes.
Come on, man.
Get that man. That is not his nickname. He is not out there throwing dimes like that. Stop.
Come on, man. Come on, man. This is wild.
Oh my goodness, man. Training camp is here, man. And so we really want all of those Vegas kids that actually made the draft and made, their teams. Yeah. We want them to make these teams, man. Adam Plant Jr. especially. Looked like he gained some weight, put on some muscle. He ready to go.
Yeah, he's grinding out there. You're hearing all of the D linemen and linebackers raving about him.
Yeah.
Out there, I'm following, the interviews and stuff like that. With Raider training camp, and they are speaking highly of Adam Plant Jr.
That's right.
Salute, brother.
Know what I'm saying?
Pulling for you, man.
Keep pulling, man. Keep going, man. So, are you happy for the season to get ready to start, Goose? Your 49ers, man.
I can't wait. I can't wait for the season to get started just as a whole, man. Just to bring football back.
Yeah.
I'm a football fan first. I just happen to cheer for the 49ers. I root for them, but I'm a fan of this game and the beauty of it, and to see different fan bases. Like we're going to Pittsburgh week 1 for the Niner Pittsburgh game.
Nice.
And when we went last year, man, just to see that atmosphere and how real the terrible towel is, you respect fan bases and gain an even higher respect for the game itself.
Bill Logan rolled his eyes when you say the terrible towel. Rolled his eyes.
Well, look, I've been to AT&T Stadium as well. And at that time it was during COVID, so it wasn't a whole lot of people, but. You just gain respect for different fan bases, being in different buildings and seeing, their culture and how they root for their squad. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, that's very much respect. You can't argue with what you just said on that. Because they do. The Steeler fans do love
they travel
their
well
Steelers. Too. They don't love Mike Tomlin,
yes,
but they love their Steelers.
I mean, I think
they don't love Mike Tomlin.
There's a lot of people who don't, who
but they love their Steelers.
I think I'm the only one who don't.
My coworker and you would be best buddies on that. He can't stand him either.
But look, man, it's okay. It's all right. What about that Hall of Fame inductees and inductions, man?
Oh, man. Unbelievable, man. Darrell Revis and Joe Thomas and, countless other guys getting their nod. DeMarcus Ware, of course, we just spoke about him.
That's
probably
why
your inductions.
That's probably why they let him sing,
into the
man.
Hall of Fame, sir.
Huh?
I said, please don't sing. I said, we want DeMarcus Ware not to sing his induction speech.
No.
Nah, bro.
Just talk it, bro.
Please don't. But it's always good to see the inductions in the Canton, Ohio, and really get to relive. A lot of those dudes I didn't physically get to see, but a lot of them that I did, and it just brings back those memories and those games that you actually watched and got to see these dudes perform on such a high level. It's a joy to see and relive.
Well, it's going to be interesting. DeMarcus Ware, please don't sing, man.
Don't sing your speech, sir.
He may get up there and do a little something. You never know.
Don't sing your speech.
The inductions already happened. They were earlier this afternoon. They did the speeches earlier this afternoon.
Well, I'm glad he didn't sing his.
I missed DeMarcus Ware's, obviously. Missed it.
Breaking news this past week, switching to NBA real quick. AD signed a 3-year contract extension, taking him all the way to 2028. 3-year, 162, 82, something like that.
92, I think it was.
Yikes. What you think, man? How do you feel about that extension for the Los Angeles Lakers there?
Get your money, man.
That's it.
I mean, we seeing it. We seeing it in other sports. Cats not getting their bread.
I mean, well, they had to give the money up, right? They had to spend it. They had to spend that money. But do you think that this is a good move by the Lakers?
I mean, you lock up, one of your stars for another three seasons. For them, yeah.
I mean,
Maybe not for anybody else.
You got a lot of people who think that was a bad move by the Lakers. But who else was we going to? Who else would they want to put in that position?
Elmore Spencer.
Oh, okay.
Keith Kloss.
Okay.
Eric Dampier.
Okay.
Someone that's not hurt 40 games a year.
Just any guy.
You guys been wanting to trade him, and now you're cool with a 3-year, $62 million a
I
year
never
deal.
wanted him
What
traded. I never wanted him traded.
Stop it.
When did I ever say I wanted him traded? I defended this
Intern,
guy.
get the replays.
I defended this guy.
Yeah, he's been an AD apologist.
Sure.
Okay.
Defended him.
Okay.
Bill defended him. I necessarily didn't come to his defense, but if that's how the Lakers feel, go right ahead.
I know the AD and Bam Adebayo trade came up through this table before, and
Yeah, absolutely it did, and I'd have done it.
No, I would.
I mean, he's a 24-14 guy, man. He's a 24-14 guy, and 3 blocks.
Yeah.
I just hope, as a fan, that he just stays a little bit more healthier than the past 3 years.
Yeah, that's all you hope for. Even just as a fan of the game, you just want dudes to be healthy.
Yeah, that's it. Godspeed, health-wise, to Bronny James. Hopefully he can resume his basketball duties. You have a lot of people, swirling around did he get vaccinated? Did he not get vaccinated? Is the vaccine causing heart issues? The government won't talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about COVID anymore. Once again, we're hoping that everybody continues their social distancing and things like that. But and wearing your mask and doing everything you need to do to keep you and your family safe, as I've been saying for the past 3 years. But I mean, are we hearing a little bit more about that? About why? Because I'm looking at the internet and people are saying, well, it's because of the PED. He's on PEDs like his dad. I'm just like, come on, bro. What are we doing?
Nobody knows why that man collapsed.
On both sides, it has to be a prove-it thing. To me, on both sides of that argument, it needs to be a prove-it thing. My thing is, if this vaccine is really, if this is out right now and it's really causing blood clots and heart problems and stuff like that, it needs to be tested to see if that is true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or you just letting people fall out and die, and just 18-year-old kid, he had cardiac arrest and died. Oh well, that's just what it was. We don't want to know what the cause was, because this dude was a healthy kid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but we've seen some healthy beings fall out before, and we like, what the heck, man?
That's scary.
How did that go down?
That's scary, man.
It's scary. It is.
The bodybuilder Joe Aesthetics
Yeah.
had an aneurysm. I mean,
And he had the shot 4 times.
And he got the shot 4 times. Had his blood checked.
right.
They saw particles running through his blood. They said, "Oh, you need to get your blood cleaned." He went and got his blood cleaned. Came home, laid down, went to sleep.
That was it.
Never woke up again.
Woke up.
Whew.
30 years old.
Cold
30.
piece.
That's great.
And he's a fitness influencer, they call him on
IG,
social media.
yeah.
So it's like, what is really causing this?
What else was he putting in his body then?
Oh, he probably
You think he was juicing?
Yeah, he had several things. we can speculate that too.
Yeah, he may have been at the juice
He had
bar.
more than that vaccine in his blood. Yeah.
Montrezl Harrell
Yeah, man.
has an ACL injury.
For the year.
Out for the
Out for the
year with
year.
the Philadelphia 76ers, man. Signed a 1-year deal with them.
They got Mo Bamba. So,
And he can't stay healthy if you want to talk about somebody health. So it's going to be a whole lot of injury bugs.
Gonna get his money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mo Bamba.
Mo Bamba.
Obama, man.
So, NBA is starting here soon. I seen a little clip of Steph Curry out there playing with some of the best high school players out and pick up basketball games. So, hopefully, he doesn't hurt himself too bad. And I've seen him get scored on by a couple of high school players, but nobody said that Steph was a defensive stopper either, right? So.
Not a soul.
No, he's just out there, trying to get a good run in, just like every other NBA player right now, trying to stay in shape, getting ready for this upcoming season.
Didn't somebody post that about
Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal too?
Bradley
Somebody
Beal.
gave him the business.
Yeah, Cooper Flag.
Bro, have you known Bradley Beal to be a defensive stopper? No.
Not a day in his life.
Exactly. So stop it.
And all the way back to when he was at Florida. No. Never, not once.
Not once.
He can score it, though. We know he can score it.
Right before we go, man, Goose, how them Braves doing? How them Atlanta Braves doing, man?
Man, we lost. We just lost today, 8-6 to the Cubbies. 70-38 right now is the record, man. 32 up, 12 up in the division. Doing well, man. Keeping pace.
You want to ask me how my Yankees are doing? Trash. Trash.
Y'all second in the division.
We still
Second in the
trash.
division, though.
Still trash, man.
Look, Baltimore is playing great baseball, bro. You're like, this is unbelievable baseball they playing.
You know what?
But y'all been battling injuries too, bro.
Yeah, like John Carlos Stanton still. Come on, bruh.
Oh, look, Aaron Judge.
Judge.
Big Toe Judge. Your pitching staff.
Oh,
You're hurting. We just got our ace back yesterday, bro. Just got him back.
Hey, well, y'all 10 games out.
that's what I'm saying.
Lord.
Trash.
Yeah, well, we like 11 games up in the division, but I mean, still, we've been pitching by committee, basically.
Trash, bruh.
But y'all pitching staff though been injured on the starter side and the relief side. Though.
Yep.
Y'all can't catch a break nowhere.
Nope. I feel like calling CC. Hey, man, you dropped all that weight, man. Come on back.
For real. Come back and toss a few innings for your boy.
Dog. Bill, we still got our yearly bet. Looks like I'll be doing push-ups again, probably.
Absolutely.
Sad. It's tragic.
Yikes, brother.
How them Dodgers? How about them Dodgers?
Y'all, we 63 and 45. Y'all 58
Dodgers up in the division.
and 53.
Oh, it's tragic. Ugh.
Hey,
We've had a lot of injuries,
Them
too.
deep back hot on the trail though.
Yeah, we've had a lot of injuries too.
They playing good baseball.
Mm-hmm.
They just traded for the Vegas kid, man. What's my guy went to Durango?
Oh,
Tommy Pham.
Yeah.
Tommy Pham's over there now.
yeah.
Yep, from the Mets. They got him from the Metropolitan. Oh, that's a good look for the D-backs.
You know, I actually like the Yankees fire, and this goes to Les Pickett. He said, "I want the Yankees manager fired." I actually like, I wasn't a big fan.
Boone.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan when Boone was hired. I was like, Boone, man, sit down. But then over the couple of years, I was like, all right, Boone, I see you making some in-game adjustments, letting young guys come in and fill roles and stuff. So, I think this is a good team for Boone to coach. So we'll see how he brings this team up out of it being so injury prone this season. So we'll see.
It just means your bats got to work a little overtime, man.
That's
all
it.
is.
That's it, man.
And we were just fortunate, 1 through 9. Man, we just got power in the lineup and dudes that can just flat hit the baseball. So it kind of made up for the pitching woes that we had. But But come September and October, bro, you need at least 3 quality arms that's gonna give you 6 or 7 innings, or you're not gonna win baseball games. You can get away with that in the regular season, not come playoff time though.
Right.
You want a pitching staff that can go 6, 7 innings.
No, at least.
Yeah.
You want a pitching staff
that's
with
what
your
you
starters
gotta
to go
have.
6, 7 innings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you
Gotta have
think
that.
because you think you got 2 more innings to go.
Yep.
You don't want to give your relief pitching too many innings.
No, you don't.
You don't want to stress them out.
No. I think that's the key more than anything. Especially if you got a good hitting team like you guys do. Your starting pitchers have to go 6 to 7 innings strong.
At least 6.
Yep.
At least.
We literally made Bryce Elder into a starter because he was coming out of the pen originally.
Right.
Spencer Strider is our only rotation guy that's been steady. Just got Max Fried back. Kyle Wright still on the IL.
You know,
Ain't no telling when he coming back.
My Dodgers traditionally the last 5-6 years, a pitcher go 5 innings, 6 innings. As soon as they give up 1 hit, he's out.
Mm-hmm.
They could be pitching a
He out,
masterful
yeah.
game.
Right.
You get
That's
1
Dave
hit.
Roberts for you though.
You bring in the bullpen in, and now the lead that they got for you
stressing them
is
out.
gone.
It's gone.
Yeah,
Great
stressing them out.
coaching. Know what I'm
Stressing them
saying?
boys out, man.
Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. This is what we do, man. We give you guys the best of sports talk radio, man. Every Saturday, 2 p.m. Goose out there holding it down in Nashville, man. Bill Blockham Logan in the building. Your guy, Dre Bailey. We got Sherm somewhere sweating, MIA, maybe catching a red eye from Puerto Rico or something. You never know. How Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio show will give you the best sports. But please follow us on all of your social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, IG, Twitter, everything, man. Please follow Let the Ball Bounce. We have some new and upcoming things going on. Studio should be getting worked on this month. So, we're going to be trying to get some things going and keep the ball rolling for you guys, man. Summertime is really hard for sports. We got soccer going on. We got UFC, baseball.
Got a fight tonight, too.
Yeah, fight tonight. WNBA.
Yep.
Please support your Aces.
Big game tomorrow. Aces, Liberty.
Aces Liberty
Yeah,
tomorrow.
that's for
It's
the
in New York?
Commissioner's Cup championship.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
12
this,
noon.
Man.
12 noon.
look, man, show sports some
sir.
love. Show Let the Ball Bounce some love. Share us to anybody who loves life, man. We appreciate you. This is what we're going to do, man. We're going to come back the same time next week, 2 Pacific Coast time. And we love you, man. We love you guys. We appreciate you. Your guy, Dre Bailey.
Man, Goose Thomas.
And Bill Blockham Logan, man. Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio. And guess what, man? If you're scared,
You better go to church.
hey.
And you better get to that arena because UFC started.
Yep.
I know. I'm headed out right now.
Get to
brother.
those prelims.
I know.
Have fun, G. Be safe.